All right, welcome everyone to today's explainer. Let's just jump right into it. I want you to imagine we're standing at a professional repair bench together today. Go ahead and put on your technician's hat because we are going to walk step by step through a standard but honestly incredibly fascinating bench repair. We're tackling one of the most common yet completely anxiety-inducing issues out there, a totally locked-out Android smartphone. We're going to break down the exact modern techniques used to restore device access, literally right from scratch. Now, we've all felt that sudden drop in our stomach, right? You pick up your device, swipe your finger, and boom, you suddenly realize you are completely locked out of your own smartphone. You've forgotten the password, the PIN, or maybe that super complex pattern you set up just a couple of days ago. Look, I want to acknowledge that panic right off the bat. But don't worry, as a technician, I see this exact thing every single day. We are going to tackle this methodically in today's analysis, taking away the stress and replacing it with a clear step-by-step technical process. Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our official diagnostic checklist and work order to completely restore device access. First, common lock problems, then choosing the right tool, hardware recovery mode, understanding what FRP lock is, the FRP bypass process, and finally, some final technical advice. Step 1 of our intake process, common lock problems. How exactly did the device end up on our desk? During intake, we usually see 3 main culprits. Number 1, a mischievous child got hold of the phone and basically turned your security settings into a toy. 2, simple human error, you just forgot the complex pattern you set yesterday. Or 3, the classic drawer phone. That's a device you pulled out of storage after 6 months and, well, that old PIN is completely wiped from your memory. Whatever the scenario, our bench process covers the whole shebang.
Moving on to step 2, choosing the right tool. For our 2025 workbench, our chosen software is Wondershare.
Now, the reason this tool is considered professional grade for this type of recovery is its massive compatibility. We're talking support for a staggering 2,000 different Android models across various brands. It actually even has capabilities for iOS, though our focus today is strictly on Android. But what makes this incredibly efficient for a busy repair bench is that the initial unlocking process is designed to take just about 5 minutes. 5 minutes!
Now, what's really interesting about the slide is how it perfectly divides our repair into 2 completely distinct, necessary phases. When you open the tool, you're presented with these 2 primary paths. On the left, unlock Android screen, and on the right, remove Google FRP lock. You see, you can't just click one magic button and be done with it. We'd have to physically break the screen lock first before we can even think about dealing with that deeper Google security layer.
Which brings us to step 3, hardware recovery mode. This is phase 1, breaking the screen lock. Let's walk through these physical button inputs clearly and procedurally, and we'll use a Show Me device as our specific example from the source data. First, you've got to power the phone off completely. Once it's off, press and hold the power button and the volume up buttons simultaneously. Keep holding them down until the phone actually turns on and the recovery menu pops up. Now, your touch screen is going to be completely dead here, so use the volume keys to navigate down to Wipe Data and select it using the power button. Finally, confirm by selecting Wipe All Data. All right, once you hit confirm, the system wipes the device. You'll see a message confirming the data was wiped successfully, and the device will start to reboot. Now, this officially concludes the first phase of our bench repair. The forgotten screen pattern or PIN is completely broken. However, as any seasoned technician knows, we have to immediately prepare for the serious software security hurdle that is waiting for us the absolute second this phone boots back up. Step 4. What is FRP lock? Let's diagnose this next issue. So you wipe the phone, it reboots, and you still can't use it. You're stopped dead in your tracks by a screen asking for the previously synced Google account. And this brilliantly illustrates the modern security landscape of Android devices. FRP stands for Factory Reset Protection. Now look, it's not an annoyance. It is a highly robust, genuinely brilliant security feature. It ensures that if a device is stolen and the thief performs the exact hardware wipe we just did, the phone is basically a useless brick to them unless they know your specific Google email and password. But in our repair scenario, where the user has genuinely just forgotten their details, this lock means you can't even complete the factory reset setup. We absolutely have to bypass it. Step 5. The FRP bypass process. Welcome to phase 2, where we bring the software intervention back into play. Back on your PC, select Remove Google FRP Lock and choose your device brand. Again, Xiaomi in this case. Power off the phone and hold power and volume up to enter that recovery menu one more time. But this time, select Connect with Mi Assistant. And here is the absolutely critical link. Plug the smartphone into your PC using a USB cable. The software recognizes the device, automatically injects the necessary drivers, and bypasses the FRP lock in mere moments. It's that seamless. Step 6, final technical advice. Let's sign off on this bench repair. By systematically combining hardware resets with specialized software communication over a simple USB connection, we have successfully completed our bench repair. We navigated both the screen lock and that deep-level factory reset protection. But before we wrap up this explainer, I really want to leave you with a provocative thought. We've just seen how incredibly useful and efficient these professional recovery tools are for legitimate users who are simply locked out of their own memories and contacts. But it begs a rather huge question. If it only takes a targeted 5-minute software bypass to completely strip away Android's deepest security layers and get right in, just how secure is our personal data really? It is a fascinating balance between convenient recovery and true device security. Thank you so much for joining me at the bench today for this explainer, and keep questioning the tech you use every single day.